First stages of life in Earth. In the early stages, plants quickly adapted to grow on the surface of the Earth. Forests covered the lands, creating a cooler environment. There was an abundance of water on the surface, ice at both poles, and the absence of a large Atlantic Ocean. The scarcity of the mountains and the flat, low landscape provided favorable conditions for spore-producing plants to adapt from the sea to land and breathe oxygen. During this time, due to the chlorophyll in plants not being adapted to breathe in two types, there were no plants releasing oxygen during the day. As forests and fungi covered our planet, less sunlight began to reach the earth. The amount of the oxygen released from water decreased, causing a global warming effect. As oxygen using animals and plants proliferated, the atmosphere heated up, ice caps melted, and this led to the flooding of the earth. The planet began to absorb large amounts of heat, which it still absorbs today and releases through volcanoes. With the planet submerged under at least 2 kilometers of water, temperatures ranged from 40 to 50 Celsius, receiving heat from the sun during the day and from water at night. As a result, the increase in internal lava due to volcanoes unable to erupt led to expansion of the Earth. Consequently, the water level on Earth decreased, which can be observed from the parallel lines created by water on hills and ridges. Beyond this, our planet expands due to the internal heating, and a large continent is divided into several pieces. The Atlantic Ocean forms gradually. If volcanoes do not erupt, cracks will form on the Earth's surface due to the increase in internal pressure inside our planet. On the Earth's surface, deserts emerged. Only one of five of the Earth's land remained dry. Recreation of the nature. As the plant and animal worlds began to be enriched with oxygen emitted from water, there was also not enough water in nature. The water in the Atlantic Ocean also decreased. As deserts increased in number, less water evaporated. The plant and animal worlds consumed the same amount of oxygen day and night. Due to the lack of oxygen in the second half of each day, the weather would get hotter. Therefore, plants would live during the rainy season and struggle to leave seeds. Plants absorbed oxygen. Oxygen lessened. Days got hotter. Nights became colder. The climate kept changing sharply. Plants started to adapt to nature. Now there were no powerful, high calorie, starchy plants in abundance. Microflora adapted to live inside the leaves. Plants that cool their area through their leaves appeared. Because the air temperature had risen, the plant absorbed carbon dioxide from the air, released oxygen, and cooled the area in which it lived. Evergreen trees with needle-like leaves in the north also adapted to cooling their area, allowing them to produce fruit continuously for 6 months of uninterrupted light. The change of the seasons disturbed the plants in the subtropic climates. In northern regions, foliage remains due to the higher calorie oxygen levels. Overall, oxygen levels in the north constitute approximately 38 to 40% of the total atmospheric composition. In the event of the deforestation on the Earth's surface, water evaporates, causing oxygen high levels in its composition to exceed 50%, potentially leading to fire in the forest. An abandoned forest wouldn't catch fire without a reason. It would burn because of increased oxygen levels. When the day gets longer, it's summer. When the night gets longer, it's winter. Because all the planets in the galaxy are tilted toward to the aurora borealis, the length of the daylight on a planet's surface changes. On Earth, this causes seasons to change.